We're all set to go, and we're underway here in Chapel Hill. Drew Ripien is the face-off man for Jacksonville, and he's battling with Wambach. Loose ball dangerously in front of the net for Jacksonville, picked up by the heels.
What a luxury it is for the Tar Heels. I mean, and if I'm Jacksonville, I'm being very patient on offense, being very deliberate. Not a lot of early offense in the 6-on-6. I would take your time, spin it around once or twice, then initiate, because this is a game where if you get into a track meet with Carolina, you probably don't have the athletes to keep up with them.
The veteran Ethan Lamond gets in front of the net, shoots, and scores! Couldn't ask for a better start if you're a Dolphins fan. They're up early.
Right here, the offense created after this save. And they get it out effectively in the clear. And then here, Lamont with just the nice, patient dodge against the long stick.
As Carolina subs out, face-off unit guys. Ryan Levy, part of the second midfield unit. It's an interesting unit. You got Levy as senior captain, and he's got Caden Harshbarger and Mason Suchek with him, so two freshmen. Coach talked about how Levy has been so instrumental in terms of teaching these guys on the field, off the field, just being a veteran presence between them. In front of the net, scores! There's the freshman Mason Suchek, his third of the year.
Here in Illinois, from Culver Academy, a nice job, patient dodge. Steps up the field, and you're going to see the cage open up. You see that extra step.
Good hustle by Petramal, though, wins possession back to Carolina.
Don Petramal has really impressed me this year. I think as a freshman, kind of fell into that trap of being an outside shooter. This year, obviously he can still pull it from the outside, but doing it all right there. You see it in the clear in the riding game, causing that turnover, but he's also initiating, using his strength, his body to generate offense for the Tar Heels.
Here's Ty English, gets by his defender, now inside McDuffie behind, Owen Duffy behind his back.
With the assist, but you can see this possession all created by Dom Petramal there on the ride. And then look at this first step. I mean, gosh, he gets his hands free, and then the pass right on target.
Gets it back.
And these extra possessions, right? I mean, most of them for Carolina throughout the season have been created at the face-off dot. Obviously, they ride the ball back very well, but for Jacksonville, if you're not going to compete at the face-off X, you have to be nearly perfect in the clearing game to stay in this matchup.
Duffy, as you mentioned, gets to the middle of the field. Look at the help, though. That's going to leave a man wide open, and it's Harshbarger.
And you see what it does to the defense, right? Just by getting to the middle of the field, now they don't know where to slide. That slide right there is what gets Harshbarger open, hands free. You know, every college player who's on a starting lineup.
Tom on Owens' dodge there. Motion out of his way. Right?
Angel looking to attack on Andrew O'Beary, 9 and white, transfer from Harvard. Back to Angel, tries to step into it. Instead, the feed to Lamond goes wrong.
But they're offensive playmakers to me that make them tick is right here, English, and then obviously Owen Duffy. Such good athletes with quick first steps that you have to react as a defense. Once you're moving, you're in trouble.
Extra pass. Petramal a shot. Tried to shovel it too high.
Had more time than he.
Nice job by Jacksonville to pick up that ground ball. Still in a lot of trouble, though.
Yeah, this is where you can push if you're Jacksonville.
Yep.
Bryce Wojcicki picked up that ground ball, carried it into the offensive zone. He's from Chapel Hill, so this game means a lot more to 3 and green.
Hey, coach, back. Just roll that. Omaha, JP.
Taylor. Now that's Nicky Brown, got his defender hung up. Looking for a cutter, but it's all clogged.
Watch out.
To find a very good scoring shot from just being in the middle of the field, timely cuts. You can be patient, and they unfortunately had that procedure and they lost possession.
Luke Macaluso in the game, another freshman, 32 in white. Duffy scores.
You can see here Owen Duffy behind the cage. Cece now has an advantage as Jacksonville's defenseman goes behind the cage on the far side, and all he needs is a step that, right, just overcoming an 8-goal deficit at halftime is crazy to me.
Yeah, they said they still have February 1st circled. They got wrecked against Hughes in the Dome, 24-5. And that left such a bad taste in their mouths. They did bounce back the next week, though, to play very competitively against Duke. So they feel like they're in a good spot as A-Sun begins for them in a couple of weeks against Air Force. Things haven't gone so well for them today, though, here in Chapel Hill. As Spencer.
And just a nice left-handed dodge here from Wertheim. The roll, again, up the field, creates space, creates angle. The patience and the finish.
Shot on the day. That ended up being a goal by Ethan Lamont, but that's quite a ways away. That was the first tally of the afternoon. North Carolina has scored 5 straight, but we're going to get to the late call here against UNC. Here's Lamont. Gets his left hand free in the middle of the field, takes a shot and scores! Rattled that one past John Fricaro. 2 shots, 2 goals for Ethan Lamont.
Cannot wait to see this one from a different angle. Perfect. Right here, the nice move, gets his hands free, he drops them, and then he shoots it low to high, near side.
Duffy, oh boy, steps down. There you go, De La Rocca. Keeps it out of the net.
I see him, I see him. Hey, Steve, go. Hey, Charlie!
Inside, Jacksonville breaks that ride, that dangerous ride by North Carolina, and Dalen John Hill makes him pay.
Doors in transition right here, just kind of a simple 3 passes and a 1-0 with the cage. Gian Vaccaro, no chance. John Hill.
Petramala shot wide. Been off target a little bit today. Just unusual. He's gotten off to such a hot start shooting. 6th in the country in goals per game. That time it was Matten. Everybody eats on this first attack line in Chapel Hill.
With the roll, uses the pick. Left hand of the far post. I mean, that's not a lot of angle there. Pretty good defense from Jack.
Levy turning his defender inside out. So plenty of time to shoot. He does. John Vaccaro getting back in net in the 10-man ride. You hear us talking about that 10-man ride. In that particular case, often what you'll have is a goalie playing that extra defender, so that goal is open if a Jacksonville Dolphin wants to take that half-field shot. Tough angle again, Duffy. He can score from anywhere on the field. You saw De La Rocca.
Teamed. Not just a bad angle there. Both Jacksonville players on his right shoulder allows him to roll back to his left hand. And then the quick release near side.
Here's the big dodge! Here's the big dodge!
Duffy on the short. He's got it like that, and instead he skips it to Wertheim. It's English at the top, and Madden.
Don't chase! Don't chase!
Duffy. I mean, he's having an unbelievable day, and we're
just a simple awareness play. Duffy drops down. Jacksonville's in the zone, and he finds that lane and then takes the step up the field. He has his hands free.
Duffy's been so loud. 77 Petramala, and White hasn't had to make a lot of noise today.
And what's so great about this Carolina offense is I truly get the sense that they don't care who scores, right? Like they are playing as one, as a unit, and they know that solid offense takes all 6 players on the team to do their roles and their responsibilities. And right now, that's just the way I feel like they play on offense. Is they get another opportunity on the board there, go 9-3.
Another player scoring, that's Levy.
Right here again, Jacksonville in that zone. And Carolina goes into their zone offense. Nice spacing, oftentimes resembles that of like a man-up offense. In and out of your stick.
Midfield line with 2 freshmen, Marshbarger and Suchek. He is a coach on and off the field as Bresci just leans on him, one of the 3 captains of this North Carolina team, an awful lot. Nick Dupuis looking to join the party. Petramala takes that extra step. Tried to get it inside to Matt and does. Now Matt has a little bit of room. Score!
Matt, they are lethal shooting the pass there. But Matten aware, ground ball. Jacksonville does not get on his hands, right? And then pulls it across his body to the far post.
Biggest win of the year last year was against Duke at the end of the year, and they were without Owen Duffy and 6 other players. Coach Bresci said everybody kind of grew up a lot in that game, and that gave them a lot of belief coming into this year. Without the on the shorty, now the slide comes. Suchek temporarily loses it, picks it back up. Still 20 seconds to shoot.
There's different types of speed, right? There's straight line speed. Carolina, to me, is more in the shiftiness and that operating in the phone booth type analogy, right? Where it's that first quick, that split dodge.
Great captain, great team player to say no problem, whatever the team needs.
He's a heck of an athlete. I called one of his games when he was at Culver and was really excited to kind of see what he did in college. And maybe not a lot of it came on the offensive end. He's getting obviously that opportunity now as Petramala takes the...
Good look inside. Matten couldn't handle it. Petramala will shoot this one, though, with a lot of heat behind it, just wide. Off target a little bit, 77 today. Coming in shooting about 35%.
Just on the slip, gets it, left hand. I mean, the accuracy and the placement on this shot. Look at this angle. I mean, off the far post. That's the 4th or 5th shot. Carolina face-off X.
Taylor, he's been quiet. Leading scorer coming in a bad pass. This time Jacksonville's able to keep it in play, but they're going to get a push in the back. Receiver. Now back playing lacrosse as a D-Midi for the Heels. That football to lacrosse connection continues to get stronger and stronger. That look inside, cut off. John Fricaro back in the game after serving his penalty. This is dangerous, though. He gives it away, and it ends up in the back of his own net. Nicky Brown made him pay. A mistake by John Fricaro leads to a man-up goal. But takes that extra step. Back to Nicky Brown, being patient, Dolphins. Brown gets loose, doesn't have a great angle, but shoots it anyways. It'll stay with Jacksonville.
Then he kind of elevator shot it over there.
from GLE, no angle at all. They got possession, but not a whole lot of time here. Brown couldn't handle that pass. Saved, but only 3 seconds to shoot. From half field, Drew Kesnich. A bizarre couple of minutes here for Michael Gianfricaro in net.
He's going to skip off the ground, right? So Kesnick with a nice awareness that the shot clock was coming down. And the worm burner.
Freshman, you saw Suchek with it, now Harshbarger. Good feed inside. Yeah, 8's not going to miss from there.
The short pass is the hardest one to make, and he does a nice job with nice touch, getting it to Duffy.
Pick, shoots, save made by Delarocca. Wertheim picks up the loose change behind the goal. Gave him a fresh 60-second shot clock, so this is going to be a long defensive possession. Could be for Jacksonville. Wertheim. No problem for Ty English. And the Caps.
It's a nice two-man game there. English releases off the pick to the far post. Low to high, near side. The 7th different.
Maybe not. Might be too much for you right now.
Just want to enjoy my Sunday.
Without me bringing it up. On the field, nice catch. Nice to spin by a defender, but no chance.
Jacksonville's fighting just a little off on their stick work, and we're going to have a trip here. As Jacksonville maintains your composure after the bad pass. Everyone is low.
Thierry trying to muscle his way in. Now Lamond. He has 2 of the 5 goals scored by Jacksonville today. Gets under his defender, but that scoop shot is a little high and off target. To speed. Here's Duffy. Star of the first half, as you would expect, with 5 goals. Petro again. Shooter's going to shoot. Duffy goes down to make the catch.
He's going to get some opportunities here in the zone offense, though. Jacksonville continues to implement it. He's the zone buster with his outside range.
Just one to shoot. Suchek let it fly. Picked off. Frazier couldn't get possession, though. Now they do. Speaking of recruiting, 45 in green. Lucas Frazier, highest recruit. Harshbarger. For Duffy.
Just take a peek. The second mini will be there.
Harshbarger uses the pick, gets it to Petro. Oh boy, there's that lefty fire from the outside. 0 for 7.
And right here against that zone defense, he is the zone buster with his outside range. Just look at the
Angel. Being checked by Proska. This is Taylor. On the run, shoots. Bounces it wide. Backed up by Nicky Brown. Jack Taylor.
From him.
Carolina will sub in. English over to Duffy. 5 goals in the first half for Duffy. Held scoreless so far here in the third quarter. English able to step down and bury his second of the day.
And really what Carolina is doing against the zone is they're putting Owen Duffy kind of like the point guard here. It's just a simple slip. And English buries the 15th for the Tar Heels as they extend.
Back to his right. Barton all over him. Time Lamond on the far side. Another unforced error, another turnover. Gets it back to Carolina. Cutting on the outside of the cage.
For Carolina.
Luke Macaluso in the game. De La Rocca makes a save.
Hey, lift.
Tries the quick outlet. It's going to end up working out for him. Unfortunately, they give it right back. Frazier, with an ill-advised pass, picked off midair, but now they get it back. So back and forth we go.
Jacksonville sticking in that zone. That's why North Carolina hasn't had to do much here as the quarter runs down.
And shot deflected. Duffy with the extra pass. Wide. Still 12 seconds to shoot. Petramala on the run, scores!
Things I think offenses miss out on when playing a zone is they never dodge it. A lot of times it's just quick ball movement and they're afraid to initiate towards the middle of the field. But Petramala,
younger freshmen, they've got a year under their belts. They've got quality freshmen in Salucci, Harshbarger, Suchek. Haven't mentioned Parker Hoffman yet. Here he is, number 4 in white. One of the wings on faceoffs. Great play on that back check by Koopman. And he picks up the GB. Here's Hoffman, he can run like the wind. He'll shoot and score! Right on cue.
guess what? Another sophomore lays it out, puts the ball on the deck, and then just off in transition. Hoffman, the freshman, the face-off.
Lead up to the largest it's been today, 17-5. Intieri back to his left. John Ficcaro had an interesting. Duffy. Levy. Frazier knocked it out of his stick temporarily. Super freshman, 45 in green, but North Carolina gets it back. Duffy's going to step into this one. Took that extra step to greatness, Matt. Made the defender commit.
See the hitch step there. And the subtle head drop, right? You're going to see it here. He drops his head to his left shoulder.
Equipment flying all over the place as Suchek lost the glove. But all the teams, men and women, that have made the NCAA tournament and their prospects this March. Extra pass. Dom shot goes well high. Gets me thinking about Selection Sunday in lacrosse. I think maybe a little bit too early to be thinking about it, but you know, you think about the strength of the Ivy, the Big Ten, with Ohio State off to a really good start. Penn State, top 5 in the country. Maryland, number 1. How many at-larges? Oh, good feed, catch, and score. Dalen John Hill buried it. Pretty play by Jacksonville.
Game gets Jacksonville their first goal in over 20 minutes. And the nice finish, the catch, the quick release avoids the creep.
And as they get the turnover in the middle of the field, how many teams will the ACC, the Big Ten, and the Ivy get? Good makes the save from an at-large perspective. There aren't enough bids to go around. Good makes the save, runs out after it. We'll get a whistle, though, in the crease. Jacksonville. Tried the no-look pass, Lamont. Got through everybody, though. Petro. Wilton thought about stepping into it. Give and go. English misses the target. 25 to shoot.
They're really putting Hubbs, number 20, for Jacksonville in a tough spot where he's trying to play 2 men up top, and Carolina knows that he's on a string. And once they...
Green just doesn't want to come off the field. I feel like he's been out there almost this entire second half. Good catch by Kesnich, too, to keep possession. He'll step down. Good makes the save.
Take shots and he misses. I don't see him sulking. I feel like he's like, you know what, I'm going to make the next one. And he certainly has done that here in the second half.
Madden. Try to force that one through. Bounces around. Ends up. McGuire. Can't lose his defender. Gets it back. GLE, 15 to shoot. Spins upfield. Someone's going to be open, and it is. Good makes the save, though.
Great save.
Look at he been. Paul Reedy, new goalie for Jacksonville. 33 in green. Levy, nice pass inside. And it ends up being a goal. Scored.
They get Jacksonville caught up in the transition game. A nice composed finish on the doorstep. Carolina clicking on all cylinders.
Against Air Force. Carolina wins the draw. And a score right off the face-off. Colin Hannigan. Face-off man. Scoring his first goal of the year.
Right here, just a nice cut, a nice pass. Pretty composed finish for a face-off man. Gets his first of the year.
Nice catch.
Potentially first of his career.
That's Taylor. Still in the game, 15 in green. Final minute. Taylor. And he scores. And that's his first of the day. The team's leading scorer. And the final horn sounds. The number 5 North Carolina Tar Heels improved to 6-1 on the season as they continue to